Welcome everyone to another episode of Soulful Ascension. It is Monday, the 23rd of February, and we are in the thick of the eclipse season and the fire horse. Plus, we are also experiencing the energy from last Friday's Saturn Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees of Aries. Can you feel the shift in energy? It is just building and it is fast and furious. And I'll talk more about that in today's episode. I'll be also talking about the Mercury retrograde and how that will affect you, but what to do for the next few weeks, because it goes from the 26th of February to March the 20th, and it goes direct the day before the equinox, which is another very powerful day. And let's talk about what you can do in the next few weeks during this retrograde, because every retrograde is a slowdown. It's a slow down, go within, reflect. And this one, because it's in Pisces, it also has the energy of Cancer, which is lots of emotions. So this is where the emotions can either be really volatile and triggered and explosive, where you're actually acting out and bursting from emotions of anger, or it could be emotions of just crying uncontrollably and you don't know why. And so it's from one extreme to the other, and that's what we're all feeling. Plus, with the technology, there's so many glitches. There's internet outages, there's platform glitches, there's phones dropping out. There's so many technology glitches. Have you been experiencing that? It doesn't matter who I'm talking to around the world, it's like, oh, it's another technology glitch. So during Mercury retrograde, it's all about communication, and this also includes technology. But Mercury is also the messenger, and the messages that you are receiving is really pivotal, because remember, we're in a turning point right now. We are, with all the planetary alignments and everything that we are experiencing right now, this Mercury retrograde is all about listening to those messages come in for you. This could be through your dreams, it could be while you're meditating, it could be journaling, or just sitting in silence. I spend a lot of my time in silence because I'm just talking to my helpers in spirit, and they keep me very occupied. And so it's not communicating with the external world only when I'm, got scheduled meetings and clients, etc. Though a lot of the time I actually allocate, and this is my sacred time. This is self-care. This is why the Benn method is self-care for the soul. It's where I can sit and listen to my soul. And I really encourage you to also do the same. This is where you sit in silence. Maybe if going to a park, or just sitting somewhere by a lake, by a river, by at the ocean, where you can just sit and just breathe, connect with your heart. This is the do your heart coherence breathing, and just really listen to what your soul is saying, because of the fire horse, it is so fast and furious that the external world is getting louder, noisier, it's volatile, there's a lot of chaos and drama, and we've been talking about that for many, many months. But with all what's going on in the external world, all the truth is coming to the surface. All the revelations are coming to the surface. Everything is being exposed and amplified, and that's what we're seeing. And all these structures that we've been operating on for decades are all crumbling. Now, the last time the fire horse, we experienced that in 1966. So that was 60 years ago. And so for those who are 60, you remember in 1966, that was the revelation of, peace, love, joy, this is the power coming back to the people, and freedom of speech and liberation, and just so much loving of each other. Well, this is what we are going through right now, because it's going to be fast and furious, but it's all about us stepping into our power and our liberation and our freedom and the revelations of what do we choose for our new world. And because we've been there's a lot of old programs and systems that are so broken. Our healthcare system, the political system, the financial system, the big pharma system. There's a lot of systems that have been operating with a lot of deceit and corruption, and not for the greater good. Let's just put it that way. It's all out of integrity. And it's not for the greater good of the people. It's been based on a lot of greed and what can we get, and which is ego based. So what's happening is all that's crumbling. And like I said in other videos, anything that is out of integrity and coming from ego is going to collapse and crumble, and we're seeing that dissolve. It's like the tower in the tarot. It's like the tower's falling and people are falling, and we're going to see the leaders fall, and anyone who is out of integrity, they're going to fall. So this is the revelations and the changes that we are seeing right now. And the outside world, yeah, it will get noisier and noisier. But my recommendation for you during this next, say, month, okay, is to unplug from all the noise out there. Spend some time alone in nature, going for nature walks, going on a hike, going anywhere where it's quiet, where you can just sit and appreciate the beauty around you. Go sit in a park with flowers, and sit and listen to the birds, or listen to all the nature spirits and animals around you. And when you're walking your dog, I recommend to leave your phone at home, or do not be on a phone at the same time that you're walking your dog, just so you can be present with your dog. And because your dog feels the energy, and if you're constantly busy or talking, it's like there's a disconnect, and you're not focusing on them. And so this is the quality time when you actually drop into your heart and listen to your soul. You will receive so many insights and messages and ahas and profound messages. and so many downloads. And this is what I've been noticing more and more in myself. And I don't jump on doing the video every single day on social media because it's not about collecting likes or subscribers or followers. And I know that sounds selfish, but the profound messages I'm receiving, it's like, well, who would appreciate that? And actually, I got a message from someone who said, why are you hiding your gifts? And so think about a gift. If someone gives you a gift and the other person, or just say you give a gift to somebody and the other person just throws it away, they discard it, they don't appreciate it, it's like they don't value it. It's like, well, you're going to pull back and stop giving. That's been my biggest learning recently, is I give out so much value, but it's not always appreciated. So this is where I've pulled back my energy, and I will only share it to those who truly appreciate it and value the profound messages that I'm receiving. And this is my clients who book in for sessions, or my coaching clients, or the people that come to my workshops. And so what I'm why I'm saying this is because Mercury is a powerful messenger for us all. So what messages are you receiving when you need to make some changes in your life? And this is big changes where you are moving towards something that truly matters, that is important in your life. And are you doing what you're doing to build a better world for the greater good? And why are you doing what you're doing? And this comes back to the questions of, who am I being, and who do I choose to become, and who am I? And really tune into that. And so this Mercury retrograde, when you can just sit in silence and just go inwards and just keep listening, and the profound messages will keep coming through, the downloads you will receive. And ask yourself those questions. Why do I do what I do? And for myself, I'm here to do God's work, and I'm just sharing the wisdom, knowledge, messages for humanity, for those who are seeking the tools, seeking spiritual gifts, seeking to upgrade their conscious human operating system, and those that are really looking to increase their intuition. And so this is why I do what I do, to shift consciousness for humanity, expand awareness, and come back into alignment with your soul's mission and your soul's purpose. And because for me, Mercury's in my 12th house. This is all about the subconscious mind. This is why I do deep work and go to the root cause of every issue for my clients, so they can actually receive the revelations and the ahas and the that's why. And we dissolve issues immediately. So use this Mercury retrograde very uh, discerningly, if that's a word. Be discerning where you spend your time. Be discerning who you spend your time with, who you talk to. where you are going. We've been talking about, clean out what no longer works for you. And when you can actually be selfish with your time and be very discerning where you spend your time and energy, that's self-love. And so this is a time of sitting and giving yourself self-care, self-forgiveness, self-compassion, just really sitting in that place of giving to you first, and pull back your energy and recharge, because this is a massive reset that we're experiencing with the energies right now. It's a big turning point. It's a pivotal time for all of us. So what changes are you making consciously? And because if the volatility is that we're experiencing, there's a lot of volatile energy. The volatility is not destructive if it's used consciously for the greater good of all. So when you are making your choices and decisions and making these changes, well, ask yourself those questions. And and this is about self-care for the soul, and really listening, what's my soul saying, and why am I doing what I'm doing, and the changes, will it help the greater good? And so, and also this self-care period is really important about regulating your nervous system. And I've said this before, with all the external chaos and volatility going on in the external world, this is where pull back your energy and look after your nervous system and self-regulate and practice your spiritual tools. Practice on a daily basis. Maybe sometimes you need to do it several times a day, depending on where you are or your environment or what's going on in your life. Because when you are really listening to your body and listening to your nervous system, and self-regulating and really feeling, where are you out of alignment or out of balance? This is where it's like, whoa, pull back. And and also with the energies of, I'm just thinking, because Mercury retrograde is in, got the Cancer, lots of emotions, as well as the Pisces. Pisces is all about doing the deep reflective work and going within, and really like that quietness, pulling back your energy. This is a time to look at those core wounds, looking at what still needs healing, what is coming up for you to be healed. And you need to feel it in order to heal it. And this is about having self-compassion for yourself, and also understand that everyone is feeling the same energy. So have compassion for all our brothers and sisters around us, and send out love and compassion to everyone who is feeling this volatile energy, and there's some deep wounds there, but they don't know how to handle it. And what's happening is they're reacting, projecting, judging, and whatever their behavior is. So send them love, but you don't have to take that on. And because there's so much we're bombarded with, this can actually throw our nervous system out. So I really strongly recommend lots of self-love, self-compassion, self-care for you, self-forgiveness. Actually, March, I'm doing the self-forgiveness course, and I'm doing a free masterclass on the 11th or 10th, depending on where you live. And that will be live with me. If you'd like to join, I'll pop the link down below. And then following that is the self-forgiveness workshop. And that's also live with me online for 3 hours. And so that is a paid course. And if you want to get the early bird special, grab your ticket now, because that will be a very profound workshop, especially with the energy right now for this Mercury retrograde and what we're all feeling. So it is a time of major reset and major change, and there's no going back to the old. And I've used this analogy before. The caterpillar, when it transforms into a beautiful butterfly, it never goes back into the cocoon. So this transformation that we're all feeling right now, there's no going back to the old ways, the old structures, the old people that maybe we were giving our power away to, the old destructive behaviors. If you had self-destructive behaviors and habits that were hurting you, this is where we're breaking out of those old, and it's coming into more self-love and self-forgiveness for yourself, but looking at what did you learn from that behavior, from that habit, from those people, especially the relationships that may have hurt you or betrayed you or whatever or stolen from you, deceit. What did you learn? And it's the learnings that are valuable. And because remember, things happen for you, not to you. So everyone who comes into your life is a valuable lesson for you. And even when things cost a lot of money, but don't focus on the money, just see it as, that was the money I paid in order to learn this lesson. So thank you for that lesson. Thank you for the learning. Thank you for all the understanding and the wisdom and what I've gained from this experience. And everything that we have experienced in our past is all for our soul's growth and evolution. And so nothing's ever lost, nothing's ever bad. And there is no good or bad because that's a judgment. But look at the bigger picture of who you are being as a soul and what did you learn from every experience. And so during this Mercury retrograde, I would really encourage you to sit and just think about your whole life. And is there any conflicts? Is there anything that's still out of alignment that's causing you grief, that's keeping you awake at night, the worries, the whatever it is that's stressing you, that's where you're going against your soul's calling, and because this will lead to burnout, if you're just trying to do things for someone else, and you're not listening to your nervous system, listening to your body, and you just keep pushing and pushing and driving, and well, then that will lead to your nervous system shutting down, and that leads to other illnesses and diseases, and burnout is just one of them. So this is why pull back your energy and self-care for the soul, because this is a 1 year this year, and the fire horse. If so, think about the fire horse. If you put a very high energy fire horse in a paddock, it's going to run and break through those fences or any boundaries, or it can't be contained, and you can't put it in a box and try and contain it. That's why this year the energy will be fast and furious. It is rapid, rapid. I mean, and so this is where those old structures, and the old fence that you've been boxed in, and this also goes with your consciousness, those old beliefs, the old programs, the old thoughts, the old stories you keep telling. That's the old version of you, and who you're stepping into is the new version of you. So those old structures, and belief systems are collapsing and dissolving. And so this is what you're going to experience for the rest of this year. There's some big energies that are coming up, which I'll talk about in other videos, because it's like every single month there's like big, March, April, May, June, July. I mean, there's big pivotal moments all the way through this year. And so I recommend just pull back your energy and listen to those insights coming through, listen, but you've got to be quiet. If you're distracted with constantly on social media or online, well, then you're going to miss those messages, and Mercury is the messenger. So listen to those messages coming through. Okay, I'm going to choose a card from my angel deck, and I've got a couple of decks here, and I'll choose two cards. And thank you for those that are watching, and also, yeah, thanks for subscribing to the podcast YouTube channel. And also, on another note, I'm no longer sending out weekly newsletters. This has been converted into the Mojoy News magazine, which will come out every month. So that will be coming out next week. And also next week, we have the full moon on the 3rd of the 3rd, which is a lunar eclipse. So we are in eclipse season, and we have sandwiched in this Mercury retrograde on either side. So the solar eclipse last week, next week is the lunar eclipse, and this week is Mercury retrograde. So it is a very powerful time, of what we are experiencing energetically, and the alignment, especially with 0 degrees Aries. This is the end of an old cycle, 6,000-year cycle. So we are experiencing this energy for the very first time. We've never had this in our history. And so this is why it's such a huge revelation, huge pivotal turning point for us. And it's just massive. So yeah, be kind to yourself, be gentle, and And like I said, lots of self-care. Okay, this one jumped out. We have, okay, new partner. So, new partner, this is interesting. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. And as we have been cleaning out the old, this is old relationships, old friendships, anyone who's not in alignment with us, this is where we invite new people, new aligned, genuine, heart-centered people in our life who are all on the same wavelength, who are all operating from their heart, from the same values and ethics and morals and beliefs that you also have. And so with the big clean out that we've been doing for the last 12 months of 2025 with the wood snake, this has been cleaning out all the dead wood and anyone who is not it for our highest good and destiny. And this will actually bring new people into our life. So, and it also, new partner, that can be either an intimate partner, it can be a business partner, collaborations, business related, any partnership. It's that you're inviting in. So look back on what you wrote down for your new moon goals last week, and what people are you inviting and calling into your life at the moment, and be very specific about who they are, their qualities, their characteristics, because your energy vibration and frequency will be the similar to them. So as you raise your energy vibration and frequency, that's where you will attract the same energy vibration and frequency. And this is where, when you look at everyone in your life, are they vibrating on that same frequency, or are they out of alignment? And you will feel this. So this is the discernment. This is where cleaning out, and we'll talk more about that next week with our full moon, and another big clean out, because we've been talking about that with the wood snake. The wood snake was all releasing, letting go, but we still are continuing to release and let go. And this energy that we're experiencing right now is a beautiful time to just keep purging out, because things are moving fast and you can't take the dead wood, carry it. It's not sustainable. Okay, I'm going to choose another card from the Sacred Light Oracle, and the messages in this deck are just so profound. So let me just... So during this time, just ask what still needs healing and resolution. This is where those conflicts, if there's anything that you are not feeling peaceful around, well, resolve that within yourself and forgive those who have hurt you, because with forgiveness, it's about forgiving them, but you gain the learning for your soul. And gaining the lessons, and not accepting that their behavior is okay, but just feeling at peace within yourself, and then you're free. You're not carrying that emotion around. So, okay, a card from the Sacred Light Oracle, please, for the energy right now. We have galactic vibration. So, galactic vibration is personal conviction, raising your resilience, direct channel. So, all our galactic brothers and sisters are currently talking to us on a daily basis, and this can also come through in our dreams. And the message from Master Gal Adriel is helping humanity is also a conscious choice to help yourself. So the affirmation, I'll share it first, is I activate my galactic vibration for higher humanity. I speak with informed guidance. So I'll just share, because it's quite long, but I'll just share some of the message. Om was thought to be the first sound heard throughout the universe. The mystical syllable has been associated with the cosmic sound and divine principles for centuries. While scientists can only speculate at the age of the universe, its vibration influence continues to alter the Earth's surface and structure. A galactic connection often feels like a lightning bolt shooting down through your higher crown at the speed of light, being energetically tapped by a higher dimensional galactic energy of evolved consciousness is an intense experience and not one to be taken lightly. These high energies of 100% pure light consciousness operate on a vastly different scale to other energy forms. Those that experience these connections are direct channelers. Cautious is Caution is always required at the level. It's very tiny writing. So this is about listening to those messages from our galactic brothers and sisters, and because they're all guiding us. Please show me, please guide me, please teach me. This is what we can, a mantra that you can say on a daily basis when you're listening to your helpers in spirit, because they're all helping us. They're all guiding us. But as a human, we have free will. And so, what are the choices that you are making at this time for your highest good and destiny? And only make the choices that make you feel good, that make you feel strong, and that move you forward in divine path forward for the greater good of all. So, on that note, I will finish up now. I am sending you so much love for this magical energy that we're all experiencing, and use it for your your greater good as well as the greater good of everyone, and go out and create the miracles and those magical moments and keep spreading more love and more light and more positivity, because we are truly living in a time where this is a turning point for everyone. And the more that we can actually feel that we are moving towards a better earth, a better world, and we're all in this together. It's about unity consciousness, and just keep seeing the world that you choose to live in, and see everyone all raising their energy, vibration, and frequency, and help those who are open and willing to take responsibility and do their own inner work, and actually keep practicing the same tools that you're practicing. And so this is how we can help raise the energy together, because we're all in this together. We're all going through these experiences together. And so, how can you help others? And I'm sending so much love. Reach out if you would like a one-to-one session, or I'll also put the links for my upcoming events as well. Much love, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now. See you next